Bit of a sad one, ladies and gentlemen. Just received this DFI LanParty NF4-SLI motherboard and it doesn't work. It will power on for about a minute and then it will just turn off. And I don't think it's because of the chipset, even though the fan on the chipset has got a large crack down it. I mean, I've gone to the trouble of even replacing the thermal pad, and it's still, I've done a lot. Like, I've even put a back plate on it, different back plate on it, changed the cooler mount. The cooler's the same, but it's thermal paste been reapplied, changed the memory channels, checked all the modules, checked all the jumpers. Nothing, which is a shame because I like this motherboard, because as you can see, it's got a lot of features like post LEDs, power and reset buttons, lots of what is it, SATA and SATA RAID controllers. It's got fancy, like, look, swappable audio module. Who'd have thought of that? Even something which is, I think I would impress at least some of my friends. SPDIF in and out, which is quite impressive. And of course, SLI, you got the two PCI Express 16X slots, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work. See if I can get it up in a minute, but you probably won't see that much. It's a bit tight. Don't worry, this power supply is good. It's not the power supply, because I've tried a different power supply and I get the same result. Let's turn on the monitor. Plug in the power supply. I try and power it on, and well, it's quite loud, as you can hear. Let me plug in my USB real quick. Actually, we're just going to the BIOS first. It's a little cyan. It's because of the graphics card. Now the graphics card's fine. It doesn't matter what graphics card I use. I've got this HD 4850, which I've tried, and I know this is a good card. Disk failure, because I haven't got anything in there. This card is fine. I've used this, same outcome. I've tried different memory as well. Got a whole pile of memory on the desk, and nothing. Yeah, look, power and reset buttons, I can power it off. Very modern features for such an old board. Now, there are lots of things I wanted to do with this board, but I can't. I'll plug this in, I'll go into the mem test, and I'll show you what's wrong. I'll turn the board back on. Like, I'm not bothered by the noise. It's just that it doesn't work. Let's get a better look at the monitor. Well, I don't have the keyboard and mouse plugged in. Well, all I really need is the keyboard. And see, this is one of the useful things about having a built-in power button. And a built-in post speaker, also useful. RAID controller. It's really sad because I really wanted to use this board. I'm going to mem test, and I'll just show you what happens. It'll start. Everything seems to be running fine. It'll take about a minute. Just to show that there's nothing strange going on. Yep, there you go. It powers itself off for absolutely no reason. No video editing, no cuts, no jump, no smoke or mirrors. It just does that, and it doesn't matter whether you're even in the BIOS. It'll do that. I'd really like a working version of this motherboard, preferably one that's complete with all the accessories, but I'm probably never going to get one, which is really annoying. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a real shame. Because of all the cool features that this thing has. Ugh. Really? And it's not because it doesn't need power. So that's only if you're running SLI, which I'm not. So all the jumpers are in the right place. Like, I've checked this thing through and through. I've done pretty much all I can with it, and no, it just doesn't work. It's just the condition I got it in, for some reason, doesn't work. I'll return it in the same condition that I received it, but other than that, it doesn't work, which is very sad because I wanted to put like a PCI Express NVMe drive in here, see if I could boot like Windows XP off of it. Other things, like I was gonna try and build a period accurate 2004 2005 machine, like two 1600 Ultras, or that would have been possible to get. I don't want to give up with the project, but this board just doesn't work, even though this was the board I was gonna use. Yeah, I'm just gonna send this back, I think. I mean, unless it's just so far past the point of no return. I don't know. I was going to hang it on the wall in my shed, a hardware wall of shame. Broken stuff like that GTX 295.